searching for books. Some sources are better than others. Books can be great sources if they're written by an objective outsider of the company who has access to insider information. You can get a very in-depth view of the company that way. Their main downside is that given the lengthy time required to write and publish a book, the information can be a bit dated. Okay, that being said, I'll show you how to find books on your company through the LCSC library. Of course, I'll start at the library's website, click on Find Books and More. For now, I'm going to skip the LCSC catalog and choose WorldCat. The reason for that is that it searches deeper into most titles than our catalog. It also contains records for books at libraries across the United States, so you're not limited to using books in our library. They take a little while to get here, so start your search early and you'll have access to lots of books. I'm going to use these search boxes to my advantage. In the first box, I'm going to tell the computer which company I'm searching, in my case, Google. I can limit to the named corporation field to get books focused on Google. In the second box, I'm going to give it some options of words to use about management. The star, Shift 8, tells the computer to match all words that start with the letters before the star. So Manage star tells the computer to find management, manager, managers, and any other words that start with M-A-N-A-G. Then with or, I'll tell it to also consider the words leader star or corporate or organize star to get organizational culture as well. Then the computer can mix and match words from each of these boxes. I'll also limit to books and start the search. I get 223 results. They're sorted by the number of libraries that own the item. The ones at the top of the list will be easiest to get because they're more widely held. The first result is called The Search: How Google and its Rivals Rewrote the Rules of Business and Transformed Our Culture. By looking at the subject headings, I can see that this book is more about internet searching than about the company, Google. The second one on the list is called The Googleization of Everything and Why We Should Worry. The abstract also seems to be more about the effects of Googling than on the company. The third book on the list is called In the Plex: How Google Thinks, Works, and Shapes Our Lives. You can see by the abstract that it was written by a technology reporter who was given full access to Google headquarters. If he was able to maintain objectivity and a critical eye for what's good and bad, this could be an excellent source for learning about the company's internal environment. You can see from the text in green that the LCSC library owns this title. If you are in the LC Valley, you should come in to get the book off the shelf. If it's already checked out, you can order a copy from another library. If you live outside the LC Valley, you can order this book and we'll send you our copy or a copy from another library. Here's how. Click on the Borrow This Item from Another Library link. If you live outside the LC Valley, be sure to fill in the address information so we'll know where to send the book. If you are in the LC Valley and will be looking in the library for this book, you will need the call number for the book to find where it's shelved. That information is in the LCSC library catalog. I would open another tab, open the library's website, click on Find Books and More, type in the first words of the title, click on Start of Title, and search. Write down the call number and come in to find the book. If you need some help finding the book on the shelf, please let the library staff know you'd like some help. Okay, now let's suppose that our original results in WorldCat just didn't have enough good results. Another thing you can do is to search for books that include info about Google, perhaps a case study or a chapter, in a larger work. To do that, we'll go back to our search and remove the named corporation information and choose keyword. Then the computer will search more broadly. Now we get 2,299 results. Let's look at one. Let's look at this one called The Starfish and the Spider. We can read the abstract and see that it includes Google among its case studies. The subject terms include decentralization in management and organizational behavior. So this one might work. It doesn't say that it's owned by the LCSC library, so I'd click on the Borrow this item from another library link and we'll order a copy for you. The amount of time that it takes to get here varies depending on how quickly the other library responds to requests and how long it takes to come to LCSC. If the item is at the University of Idaho, we're talking a few days. Many other libraries take a week or more to get here. Well, that's it for books. Be sure to also look for journal articles, which are covered in another tutorial. Let the librarians know if you need help finding additional sources on your company.